brisket day around here.
Oh. Hogs are wild and outdid themselves
Yes.
today.
There is still time if you see this. I think they're open till 7 today. We would highly recommend the burger of the day. The old SOB they call it out there.
South of the border.
South of the
South of the
border.
border.
South of the border.
It's a family channel.
Family channel.
You gotta make sure it's family channel.
Slather that up with brisket, drop the bun, brisket and cheese.
And like nacho cheese.
Yep.
And then he has like crispy tortilla shells on top.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. Derek had one.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. All right, today we're kind of on location.
Out in the shop.
Out in the
again.
shop.
Yep.
We're talking PPEs today.
Yep.
What's it going to take? You come to the shop. What are we going to suit you up with?
Personal protective equipment.
Yes. And we have Derek, who's a second-year student, gonna graduate in May, hopefully, right? That's the plan.
Most likely. Possibly early June.
You never know. Maybe the late October program. You just never know.
It might be super senior.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
might
know.
be.
We don't know.
No, he doesn't like that idea.
We'll go back in the tire school real quick.
We won't talk about that. We're on camera. So we're going to talk about PPE, what you're going to wear to be a safe welder, because we are safety first in the
Yep.
shop. So Derek here is wearing a jacket.
Yep, fire retardant, has a special chemical in there. The sparks will go through, which is normal. And, yeah, Derek will see is one arm usually takes a beating over the other. The sparks go through, but it doesn't go up in flames, is what that is. So a lot of people think this is not fireproof, it's fire retardant, so it doesn't ignite. So our fire department has fireproof jackets and equipment. Ours are just fire retardant. So business in the background.
Nothing wrong with that. He's a busy guy.
Busy man.
I mean, we are wacky.
Yeah. We have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah.
Probably one.
Just boom right now.
Right.
Just started like, man, this is cool stuff.
Yeah.
On top of his head, he puts it over his eyes. We have eye protection.
Yep. Derek likes to go with the tinted edition, which is fine. Helps cut down on the glare and the different things that around the shop. As you walk around, there's a lot of welding going on. 40 students, so you're bound to see some arcs flash a little bit. But there's a certain kind of safety glasses. You can't just go get a random pair or whatever. They have to be stamped on the side with ANSI, Z87.1, which is the National Safety Institute, American National Safety Institute. So they kind of set the baseline for what these are. So these are shatterproof. So if they do get hit with debris of sorts, something would happen in here, they will nick or they will deflect it off. They won't explode upon impact right in Derek's face. So, yep. So up next, Derek, you got the
Gloves.
gloves. Yep.
That is a
Staple.
yes.
Obviously.
Usually, Paseka and I are walking around with a pair of gloves on, or just with us.
Yep.
It's because of the fact of hot metal, and we get burned. We don't want burns.
So there's a lot of different types of gloves. You can get cheaper cowhide leather. Derek here supports Tillman brand, very well known in the industry. John R. Tillman, I believe, is what it is. The Tillman company has a whole line of all things related to safety. Love their gloves around here. Tillman 850s is my preferred model for my stick welding, and I don't have a pair with me. Gave them away last week actually to a student who needed them. So, but yeah, a lot of variety of gloves. So as long as they're leather of sorts, that's fine. Doesn't matter what animal they come from.
Then on top of his head, he'll wear a beanie. It's a little protecting to when you have your helmet on. He's going to show you your helmet in just a second, but
Don't want to burn that hair up.
Exactly.
Right, Mr. Hunt?
I
Close
still
call right
wear
there.
it. You know,
Still wears a beanie.
I'm still cosmetology. New cosmetology got a little
Yeah.
close. I think I made him mad, so they cut me a little
Skin-
close. I said
skin.
take a little off.
A little off the top.
A little off the top. A little.
We may be on site in the next few weeks to shout out to our neighbors.
You never know.
Never know where the Wackies will take you.
We have helmet.
Helmets.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Lincoln Electric.
Model 3350. Sky's kind of the limit on helmets. Fixed shade helmets can be picked up for $12 to $15, probably at a Menards, Lowe's, Big R, that's still a thing. Rule King, one of our other sponsors, Rule King. Derek sports an auto dark helmet. So what happens is he can see through it. So go ahead and flip that down, Derek. He can still see us with a tint of green, tint of blue, but he's able to maneuver his hands and equipment, and then he can start welding. He doesn't have to worry about his helmet going up and down 100 times a day. He can leave that down and do some work. Then when an arc flashes, the helmet will instantly go dark, then protecting his eyes.
And these are kind of nice. There's kind of double sorted, so if you're outside, sometimes the sun will cause them to darken, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? And then you look down and see. So sometimes looking directly at the sun or working outside with that helmet on, it will then become shaded all the time. So you kind of double-edged sword if you're outside.
Yeah.
There's another type of helmet that he sports. Actually, it's
Bar.
the golden arm, but
Bar.
we won't say too much. Why don't you go ahead and sport that one? This one from Outlaw Leathers.
This is a Outlaw Leather brand. So one of the big features, the noticeable difference is the leather added to that cuts down on weight tremendously. It kind of allows your head to be tilted back and let that bib, or the cape kind of, they call it, kind of droop over your neck. Whereas the rigid style, the previous helmet he had on, maybe you might end up with a little bit of burn down there or exposed area, so that leather kind of just helps create a second barrier. For me, I wear it because I have that on my head 6 hours a day as I'm out teaching, and cuts down on weight a lot, stress, fatigue. So, which one do you prefer, Derek?
Well, I mean, I prefer my usual helmet because I'm used to, but either one I think is
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Do you think you will step up into one of the Outlaw Leathers? I mean, personally, I haven't gotten there yet. Paseka's, I'm still on the 120-day probationary period before I get to.
Well, maybe with this
fly
first
away.
year. Maybe we'll go a video in itself, the Heartbreakers. We'll put all the pressure on them.
Yeah.
Then just strap live in front of you guys. So if a film gets cut short, well, the
That's
Heartbreaker
never known.
wins again.
Yes, the board shows up.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Derek, you want to give a couple words, kind of where you're headed? Like, why are you here on Friday? It's 12:30, 12:45. Why are you still at school?
I do half days at school, so I go to work after this, but on Fridays right now I'm not working because we're slow and stuff. So
You work at Burger King?
I'm working at a weld shop up in Napanee called Equipment Service. We make like agriculture parts and RV parts and stuff. So that's what I do. And then why I'm here is because I just like to get extra practice welding. You know.
You got any plans after?
After high school, I plan on going to Kentucky Welding Institute for their program, and then after that, like doing like travel welding and stuff. So
Like own your own car or truck or be on a rig, something
yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Pipeline usually.
Refinery shutdown.
Very cool. Very
Awesome.
cool. Yeah, Derek is our second year student, like we mentioned. Also is on our competition team. We do have a couple competitions coming up, which we'll probably talk about in a couple episodes later down the road. But opportunity to get a scholarship to KWI, which would be huge. So he is,
$45,000 huge.
yeah,
This
and
is,
some welder.
two welds could pull away about $35,000 prize package. So
Yeah.
competition's real down there.
Yep. So
18, 20 states, kids are doing the same thing Derek's doing right now.
So we have high hopes for him. So that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, we also talk about boots. Obviously, you can't see our feet, but boots are huge. Tennis shoes. Oh, those are nice. You got that's right. Those are boots. Be careful. Ow! Ow! Those are important too. Obviously, with all the spikes, or with all the sparks.
Sparks and spikes.
Spikes that might get you, heavy metal might drop on them. So that's what's going on in the shop when it comes to PPEs and protection. When you come down, obviously, we'll get you a pair of glasses and suit you up if you want to see sparks. If not, the bare minimum what we wear are glasses. Obviously, we don't have any glasses on right now. You might say, well, how are you on glasses on? You're right. There's not any action going on. If you would start welding, my glasses would go on. So, would like to shout out to our sponsor,
Yeah.
T-Zone. T-Zone hooked us up, right? Our logo and the flag. So, Shout out to Scotty Herring T-Zone for all your embroidered needs. Does other shirts and stuff like that. Down in Milford. Kind of local.
Yeah.
Kind of local. With kind of local little business. So
Thank you, Scotty.
yeah. So hey, this ends our episode today. 195 subscribers.
So close.
So close.
Come on.
Remember, press like.
Make a fake email
Tell your,
account.
exactly.
We don't care. We don't
Tell your
care.
friends. I mean, for Derek.
Derek's
If
sake.
anything, for Derek's sake.
Yeah. Help him out.
Exactly. All right. As always,
Stay wacky.
Stay wacky.